Hi, and welcome to episode 24 of my Infamous Second Son playthrough. This is the evil side of things, but I've not played this in a good bit, so I will most likely fuck up. I've not played this game in a couple months, to say the least. I've just not really been wanting to play Infamous, but I decided, fuck it. I'm gonna play this game, gonna do an episode on this one, and Monday I'm gonna make an episode on Destiny 2. But, kind of warning on that video, I fucked up on the video before that one, so I'm gonna be skipping a video, technically. But the videos are meant to be a kind of, this is what you can get into if you play the game, not a, this is the entire playthrough, if that makes any
Hey,
sense.
Delson, look, they found one of those vests the DUP suspects wear over by Hingham Market. A guy it belonged to might still be there. There's lots of places to hide.
Oh, thanks for the tip. So where'd you disappear to earlier, huh?
Hey, well, maybe conduits don't have to go to the bathroom, but the rest of us do.
How do you get all this information about what's going on?
Look, in the Lantern District, the walls have ears and eyes. I just have friends in high places.
Sounds like helpful friends.
Well, I couldn't imagine better.
He does bring up a very interesting point. Does mutants in this universe have to go to the restroom? Because, like, for an example, they could theoretically just eat. Like, not how about this? They could theoretically just eat their energy because their energy allows them, and their energy as in like neon for neon, smoke for smoke, that general thing. Because they're able to just eat that energy and not have to worry about shit. Theoretically, they could do that for also just pure sustenance alone, not just the ability to heal and use some juice. I thought I had slow mo. Oh, my feelings. Gonna have to get used to playing this game again. Fuck you, fuck you. Ho!
Let's see, if I had one of these things on, I would want to get it off as fast as possible because, well, because they're butt ugly. And I guess because they just scream, attack me. I'm a suspected bioterrorist. So you want someplace private to get undressed with a door that locks, place to sit while you changed. A porta potty would be perfect. You'd kill two birds with one stone.
This one is a very bad level because I would hate
Not a
to do
great
this.
start.
Because the likelihood of opening that door alone and just seeing a dude's dick is very high, and you don't want to see a dude's sweaty dick. And it's gonna be sweaty because it's in a porta potty. They are never temperature weld. Or weld temperature, however the hell you want to put that.
Huh.
And hell,
No?
they should actually have the occupado thing there. Technically, they don't actually on this, but that would be an easy way to tell. I would just zoom around, see which one has occupado on it, and go from there. I'm guessing it's gonna be the last one, like a lot of these. No! Hell yeah!
Hey, I'm not with the DUP, and I'm not a freak who goes around opening occupied porta potties. No,
Why do my
I
aim assist
saw
break
it
like that?
first. These angels are quick.
Hey, Delson, I'm in the Lantern District. You still here?
Yeah, about time you made it across.
What the hell's going on? Leave you on your own for a couple hours and suddenly there's angels dive bombing people.
Gotta have something to do with the conduit we're looking for. I set free a bunch of prisoners the dupes were moving. I think one of them might be our guy.
Lucky for you, Big Brother's here. Finding a what I do.
Well, be on the lookout for anyone in a black and yellow vest. I saw one on the ground in Hing Hang Market. Looked like a bitch to get off. Locks all over it.
Gotta say, little brother, getting the hang of this manhunt thing. Maybe when we get back home, I'll deputize you. You can have a job for a change.
Whoa, no thanks. One cop in the family is embarrassing enough.
There's one trapped on the crane. Let's go get him.
You fellas mind if I tag
Thank
along?
you. Oh, I need some juice. That was almost really bad. Okay, I love having my long-ass hands because I just use my right hand. I'm using my right hand to do all this movement because if you don't know, I'm actually playing on PS5, so I'm using a controller. I actually hate playing with keyboard and mouse because it's basically finger twister. I'm using my thumb and my pointer finger to do all of this movement you're seeing. The camera movement and also just the player movement itself, which is amazing to have the ability to do that because I have gigantic hands. But the thing that made me actually really want to say this, because I'm muted as well with that hand. Crane. Yeet. You motherfucker, what? How do you do the grenades in this game? There we go. Ah. I tried to toss a grenade like I was playing Infamous 1 or 2. The biggest downside to Neon is you can't see shit when you're using it properly. All you see is glow. I heard you shooting. Oh, you're below me. Come here, motherfucker. Cease your existence. Where the hell is this dude? I hear you. Oh, you're above me. I saw that flash. Come here. There you are. There we go. And oh no.
Make you a deal. Don't get any closer. No. No.
God, after I climbed up all this way. Angel bastard, should have let him fall. Could have maybe drained something off the corpse.
The difference between good and evil Delsin is insane. Good and evil anyone in Infamous games is absolutely insane, but the fact that he said you should have let him drop, I could have siphoned something off of his corpse, is fucking metal. And genuine. That's why I can't shoot! I have no juice! Ah!
Deputy.
Whoever this angel maker is, he's pissing me off. They keep grabbing on the conduits and I can't keep up.
So, same old, same old.
If the angels aren't bad enough, there's these gangs of surly dudes out hunting the vestoids, too.
Those would be a currents. An angry gang of bullies who like to cause trouble around the International District. You should stay clear of them.
Stay clear? Yeah, I've been going conduit on their asses.
Whoa, relax. I think it's time you called in the cop, brother. Listen, meet me by the porta potty in the Hing Hang Market. Got a crazy
All right, I'll meet you by the port of... Listen, man, I don't know what...
You can trust me. I'm a cop.
You know, I've noticed you like to mention that a lot.
Okay, I know in modern days that sentence alone is a laughing stock that he said, but it actually should be that way. You should be able to trust your cops, and a lot of places you actually can if you know your cop. And in a lot of cases, you should actually know the cops that are around you because then you can actually have communication and different things like that. Like, the cops are people too, kind of thing. But cops in this game are really just XP.
Oh, hell yeah!
Now, I don't want you selling your drugs. I'm not going to make it a good thing by destroying your drugs, but I'm just going to destroy your faces. Come here. What the hell? What the fuck? Okay. Good to know that I can do that. If you didn't know what just happened, I sprinted at him, did the, catch his legs, flip him up, slam him down, but instead of doing the finishing move there to slam him down and kill him, I did the ground pound somehow magically. Speaking of abilities.
Delson, I'm sitting in a porta potty at the Hing Hay Market.
Okay, I thought of another thing that I surprised I didn't think about really. How does a energy person or neon person do that? I know it's pretty looking, but he doesn't. Or
Delson,
okay,
could you please get the
that's
hell over here? I'm hanging out in... occupied in a porta potty by myself in the middle of the market.
a neon absorber can absorb neon even through glass, so that alone adds on so many extra things there.
What?
What do you think? I mean, it was a little bit of pain putting on, especially in there. It was like somebody had some Thai food. But what do you think? Chase me.
You want me to chase you?
Yeah. Chase me, shoot near me, and we'll see what happens when one of the angels shows up.
Yeah, because I've got a really good batting average with the Angels right now. If they take you, man, they take you to God knows where.
I know. Okay, but look, you know how you're always losing your phone and then you grab mine and find it?
Right?
Right, well, we have a GPS link.
So you're like a big, ugly tracking device. Okay.
Right, but look, we gotta make this look real, okay? Not too real, just real enough to fool the angels. You get me?
Oh, I can get you right between the eyes.
No, just... don't be a dick.
Not bad.
Okay, first I'm gonna try and kill him. Second, I don't think I'm gonna be able to kill him, but I'm going to dump everything I have, even the rockets, into his ass just because I can. Now, second, that bit of where you saw the smoke there, there's a lot of times where it just defaults to smoke, and it always just defaults to smoke in those cutscenes, when it could easily be a easy just filter change. Instead of having the smoke go around him, you still have the same hand gesture, same everything, but neon instead. And I've talked about it in a lot of different videos on Infamous that there should be an Infamous Second Son remake, remaster, same with Infamous 1, 2, and Festival of Blood for just remake remasters because of what they actually bring to the table and how they could actually be remade and remastered overall and make completely new games, just completely new experiences, that general thing. And with that, they could also implement the user-generated content for Infamous 2 and Infamous Second Son and all sorts of different things and just have a lot of fun with it with the community overall. Now, with that said, I have talked about remastering this and talked about the entire Infamous Universe Online type of thing. With that, there could be a whole lot of possibility. And I'm just talking about that because I've not made a video on this in a very long time. So if you're just watching this video, please go watch those videos because I've talked about it a lot, and I don't want to over extend this bit because that is not really needed because I've talked about it so much.
Ah, fear me! I am a vile double dick. I swear to God, if you pull out the chain, Delphin, that is not cool. Yeah, do you want me to shoot back? No.
What happens?
I'll never
Fuck
show
you!
Hey, what did I?
You are immune.
I eat children and kittens.
Please, conduits don't really do that.
What the hell? Reggie is the most powerful mutant existing.
Delphin, I said near misses. My idea. You want my help or not? Do you want me to shoot
And
back?
okay, just to clarify something. I call these guys mutants, and I'm just gonna keep calling Infamous Second Son conduits mutants, is because they're basically mutants from Marvel. Said this multiple different times. They're not actually conduits. Conduits have very unique details, specifics, and different things like that. Like for an example, there was an update, I don't know when, in Infamous Second Son to change the opening from all conduits have natural abilities to all conduits have ability or something like that, changing the word slightly to make it more understandable because conduits have to have all natural abilities. It could be natural like fear for an example, or cold or something like that where it's a natural thing but not necessarily a natural thing. Like it doesn't have to be I bend earth. It's not that type of thing. But in Infamous Second Son, there's a dude with fucking video. That's not natural in any way you want to spin it. And his power, I've talked about this multiple times, but I do want to iterate on this again because just the concept here alone. Uh, Technically, I've already played this through, so it's not really a spoiler. Hopefully, I've already watched this or seen anything on this. But Reggie's power, not Reggie, Eugene, there we go. Eugene's power to be able to make an entirely new reality opens up so many different avenues. I really want an infamous or a infamous online type of game where you can just experience that. And that could even be the user generated content where it's you're playing as Eugene technically to make the user generated content in his universe because he's able to bend and mold it like it's Play-Doh. Like the concepts alone are fucking amazing. Like for an example, and Eugene is the guy that makes the angels and everything like that. He's also the guy that talks to you over the phone that you heard to begin with because he's kind of playing both sides. He's trying to play you and the angels and different things like that. Even though he controls the angels, he kind of doesn't. Like there's so many different things about Eugene, but the overall concept of him being a what I'd like to call an Omega level mutant in like Marvel type terms will be an amazing stepping stone for the Infamous series overall. Because there has been in Infamous 1, Infamous 2, even Festival of Blood, Omega level mutants. Like for an example, or conduits technically. For an example, Festival of Blood has Bloody Mary. She's a vampire, which is why it's called Festival of Blood. She's an Omega level mutant because of what she's able to actually do. Her power, I want to call her power like necrosis, necrotic, where it is not, I eat your soul and I get younger. It's never that simple. No powers in Infamous is ever that simple of one to one. There is a little bit more nuance to it. Like for an example, Comograph. You can boil it down as energy, and that's okay. Comograph is the protagonist from 1 and 2, Infamous 1 and 2. He and Infamous Second Son, but his power does change a little bit. Even Infamous 2 changes a little bit depending on what you do, but besides one, his power is energy, but not just electrical energy. It is kinetic energy. It is ionic energy. It is all, even lightning. He can just say, "Come to me, lightning," and absorb it from the fucking sky. So it's not as simple as you might want to think. And if you don't know what ionic energy is, think of it as your soul and you go pretty far, where it is not your soul technically, it is your mental energy, your biological energy. It is what makes you alive and what literally every living thing has, including plants. Um, and different things like that. And the reason why I know we can consider kinetic energy is because of Infamous 1 and 2, technically, the shield you can make, and the fact that you can take no fall damage from any height. That is basically, and okay, that is a thing in Infamous Second Son as well, but I don't think it should actually be because I think that's just a passive of being able to absorb energy as well as Komograph can, because he's able to just fall from any height and take no fall damage, and I don't think that should ever be a universal because every power is different. Like hell, For an example, if Sucker Punch wanted to keep fall damage in the game, they could have made it a little bit different, where instead of just falling and thud, it could be you're falling, and when you would take fall damage, your legs into a different element. Like for an example, or power. Like for an example, with smoke, you become more smoky, and on thud, instead of having that stagger animation, you just become a smoke cloud. Like you just bounce off the ground like a cartoon character, but just completely made out of smoke, where it's and just up again, kind of thing. Neon could be your legs just start glowing, and when you hit the ground, you basically do a dash forward, or more like a thud, like a superhero landing, something along those lines, where you're using the neon because of what neon's able to do. And for an example, neon in this game does not function the neon should. It is more space magic voodoo hoodoo. So theoretically, you could be able to just thud with neon alone. Video, you just pull out your wings right at the end. Something like that. Like it's little things like that overall with the same, it's little things technically with animation, but same gameplay principle, where you're always going to have the same amount of stagger, that general thing, where it still feels the same but looks different. Like for an example, Pirate Software. Pirate Software, if you haven't watched any of his videos, I highly suggest it. He's a very interesting dude and knows a whole lot about a whole lot. Pirate Software talked about how to just, and I have learned a whole lot about just game design overall. I've noticed all these different things, but he explains it so much more scientific, and it is amazing. And I do mean scientific because of how he explains it and how he does it. It's a science and an art form to him, and it's gorgeous. If you don't know who he is, he actually helped make World of Warcraft, which is amazing. But and World of Warcraft original, I think. I think it was the original World of Warcraft, which is amazing. But he talked about how different things, like for an example, just something you do constantly, like just shooting a gun, if it is a little bit different, like for an example, Call of Duty, whenever you get low in more modern games, like it is a little bit older with this concept, but in more modern Call of Duties and other games like it, there is that lower ammo, clink, clink, like it's a different noise when you get lower ammo to have that little difference. Where it feels still like a gun and you're still shooting and it has that different noise, but it was the same noise constantly, where there is no low ammo noise or anything like that. It will get very stale very fast. But because there's that little difference, you can go very far with it. And he talked about it in a little bit more specifics. I'm just talking about it in overall broad strokes about how you can implement it and easily think about it. He was very specific in how he was talking about it, which in of itself is very fun and why I talk about scientifically, or why I said he's scientific with how he says it. Uh, with all that said, I'm gonna just kick some ass and not gonna pause it again unless I'm trying to buy powers. Sorry about this pause.
Double dick. Yeah.
Sorry, just double dick makes me think of a snake.
Delphin that is near my powers, world. Bow to my Delphin. I said near misses. Hey, what did I tell you? Flee into my idea. You want my help or not?
And we have liftoff.
Hey, follow my phone and don't be a dick!
Since I'm just
Maybe a
oh
little
shit.
slower? My first time with an angel, you know.
Actually, this is basically gonna be the same voice lines, so I don't really worry about it, or I'm not gonna worry about it. If you don't watch my videos recently, or if you don't watch my videos typically, I have made 3 videos or 2 videos that you'll see. Most of you'll see, unless the person I made the third video for actually watches this one. But most people will only see 2 videos. And I made a third video on Control because I really just wanted to show off. I really want to show off specific things to one person. But I don't know if you can hear me. Sorry. I'm gonna pause it because I do want to say this, and the gameplay is loud, and I don't want to just overlap because too much noise. But I do love Control. I highly suggest playing it, but I will not really have a playthrough on it. I really love the concept, which is why I want to talk about it, because I really, really want to make a playthrough on Control, but there is no New Game Plus. There is chapter select, but when you select that chapter, your game resets to that chapter. So the fact that I have multiple exotic mods and all sorts of shit, I have my build basically, I have all my weapons perfected, how I want to make them, and everything like that. It doesn't really work. Like, I'm not doing that ever. But I'm saying this because I highly, highly suggest playing Control. Control is a gorgeous game that is simple yet complex. I have a video on it. You don't even have to watch it. Just play the game. It's fucking gorgeous. And the best part about it, I just finished the last DLC for that game. And it opened the door for more DLC that exists outside of the oldest house. And if you know what that is, you know what that is. But the concept of that alone, where they could open up the universe, open up the world so much more, sounds so gorgeous. And the fact that they're still implementing things, like there's a constant Frayden Friday? I think that's what they call it. On PlayStation, where it's a constant, like every Friday, there's a picture that somebody posted that they really like. The developers, as in they, really like, so they posted on PlayStation. That constant thing that's going on. So they're constantly loving the game, which means they're going to add more DLC at some point, most likely. And that alone, the game is. There's so much to do in that game, so much backtracking that doesn't even feel bad. The game never feels stale, which is impossible, in my personal opinion, to make a game as simple, as complex, as beautiful, and as. How to put this? The game of Control is as mind bending as the lore. I'm just gonna put it at that. It's absolutely gorgeous when you actually just think about what the game gives you and how it plays, how it functions compared to other games. It's amazing how it functions.
I wouldn't mind.
And I mean like gameplay wise too, like everything wise. It's just beautiful. And sorry, just I know I said it wasn't good. It's just the fact that every weapon you have takes the same ammo. When you swap weapons, take same ammo, so you have different variety there. And the fact that each amount of ammo corresponds to the amount of ammo you're doing. So if it's no bonus damage that you're applying to those weapons, they're gonna do that damage, the damage you see. Like with pros and cons, like I think the charged up sniper thing does more damage at base, but you can also see it does a lot of damage. And it does more damage than what you would think with that charge up, I believe. But overall, you can see the amount of ammo it's taking to say, oh, it's going to do that much damage, kind of thing. And the synergy between your abilities and the gun, just overall fluid movement, overall fluid combat, just the fluidity of the game is just absolutely gorgeous. And I'm sorry about talking this. Just, I have talked about other games in such beautiful words is the best way I can put it because I do just absolutely love the game and I don't know how to say in other words besides just it's beautiful. Um, or not besides just that, but still. Uh, and I do mean such beautiful words as in I don't know what else to really call my words. Sorry, and I don't mean I'm. He stop saying sorry. Let's just kick some ass.
Video angels. I should have seen that coming. That all you got? You fight like cherubim.
Okay. The fact that he said you fight like cherubim makes no sense whatsoever, because cherubim most likely could put the absolute smackdown on a human being.
Stop being so fluttery and let me get a shot. Oh, I'm gonna burn in hell for this. Ooh, you don't like it when I shoot the screen, do you? Was that your home? Is that where you hang your halos at night?
That's it. Keep shooting the screen. I think it's really putting the hurt on.
Now, I do get why he said you shoot like cherubim, because those are the ones that most typically look like toddlers, but still. A cherubim, or any angel for that matter, versus a human being, the angel's most likely gonna win.
Yeah, that's right. Keep coming. I'll take you all down. Which side should I train next? I never liked commercials anyway. Yeah. Where did Reggie end up? Oh. Worst idea ever. Oh, what the hell?
Woo! I gotta hand it to you, big brother. You make excellent live bait. What? It worked, didn't it? Found the angel conduit slayer. Now we go take him out. Come on, you come with me or what?
I'm gonna take this shit off. Then I'm gonna go cry myself to sleep. There's gotta be a ton of weird, spiky shit down there, and that, brother, that's all you. Oh my God.
Don't walk away mad. It was your plan.
What?
Okay, if I remember correctly, going good, he actually looks worried about his brother. Going bad, he looks like he's a little bit happy that his brother's hurting. Damn! Because I saw a sight smile. What the fuck?
Hey, Delson,
Eugene, wanted to thank you for your help. Found the conduit's hideout and about to go inside.
that's a bad idea.
Come on, he's a conduit who doesn't even do his own fighting. How hard can it be?
No, really, don't go in there.
All right, I'll call you when it's over.
The fact that he's a condo that doesn't do his own fighting means he's fucked up.
So this is where they make angels. Hello? Anybody home? I see lots of vests, but no people wearing them. Hell did... Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay. Not what I imagined from the outside. Okay. Bigger than I'd hoped.
I am he who dwells, and you have invaded my dominion.
No one's invading your dominion, okay? I just want to share your powers.
I've said this before, but I really think He Who Dwells and Eugene are two separate entities in the same body. Kind of like a Hulk situation.
You gotta get back in there. Saw the vest down in your Dominion annex. Is that where you torture the hostages you send your winged monkeys out to snatch?
I offer my invited guests salvation, not suffering.
You're right. None of my business. Just here for the powers.
You seek power, but you will find only pain.
And I really believe him when he says salvation. I genuinely think they're here, like, in a weird farm, farming some, like, carrot for something. Like, I genuinely think they're they're in salvation. Like, they're genuinely just having a good time. Because this is one part of his domain that you force your way into, that I'm guessing he did, like, a firewall thing kind of thing to redirect you to this area as, like, a boss fight. Genuinely a boss fight, because he's basically copying a game. How he explains his power is that the game itself is what gives his power, kind of thing, but that's just what he clicks with. It's not actually his power. His power is changing. How to put this? Not changing. His power is...
Platforms fall.
It's manipulation of a weird space. It's like imagination space. Whatever you want to call it, that is his power. It's not video, relatively speaking. It's not the game. It's so much more than just the game. Foot! No, you can't kill me! I'm fast as foot. You can't kill me. Yes, you can't. Hell yeah.
And back in the penalty box. I'm not leaving until I get what I came for.
I grow tired of your company. Angel Guardians!
Your flying nursemaids can't protect you forever, pal. You're just delaying the inevitable.
I'm running around looking for this boy here. Gonna wait for him to stop shooting the beam. Not going for it.
Yep, what I thought. It's lava. Gotta stop doing that.
Hell yeah, I got him before he could actually get a shield.
Don't hurt me, Nelson! At school, I always tried to blend in. To fade into the background. To disappear. But the bullies found me anyway. They always do. The only place I felt I belonged was in Heaven's Hellfire. In that game, I made the rules. I could summon angels to protect the victims, and demons to punish the bullies. But the real world, that I couldn't control. At first, I did my best to ignore them. Until that one day, when they pushed me too far. When the DUP came, they said they were taking me to a new school, designed for people like me. Different. For 6 years, she hooked me up to her machines. It made me call them out, always stopping before they could save me.
That's something that should actually be altered because Festival of Light exists. Not Festival of Light. The Fetch DLC expansion type of thing, like Festival of Blood from Infamous 2. It's that general thing. I forget what it's called. First Light. There we go. Excuse me. Sorry about that. But it should actually be altered where he did get tortured, he did get experimented on, but instead of summoning just the demons and stuff, he was taught how to do things. Because First Light teaches us that he knows how to do, or he can do more than just what he does. He's not just able to summon angels and demons, he's actually able to summon anything. He actually replicates DUP agents and makes new unique demons that he doesn't make anywhere else. Like the concepts that they could actually bring in an Infamous Second Son remaster remake is amazing.
Then that crash. That was my chance to finally really disappear. Where no one could find me and hurt me. But when I saw them rounding up more people who were different, I knew what she was gonna do to them, and I knew we had to stop her.
Delsin! Delsin?
Okay, that's starting to get old.
It sounded like you were in trouble, so I came running. You okay?
Yeah, I'm fine, thanks, man. I couldn't have done it without you. Oh, wait, I already did. Speaking of, man, you're not gonna believe what I can do now. As soon as I figure out what it is that I can do.
One important thing is you got a kidnapper off the streets.
Whoa, whoa, bro, not kidnapper. He's more like a rescuer.
Delsin, listen to me. He took suspected
I would personally say
right off the
liberator.
street.
Yeah.
Against their will. That's kidnapping.
Okay, don't go anywhere. First of all, thank you for using the word conduit. Second of all, why are you being such a dick?
Look. Fine. Let's just agree to disagree. But we both know it's better for everyone if he goes in a cage.
Just hang out for a second. Can I talk to you? I thought you were all about rule of law and not locking up people without due process.
Hey, normally, that's what I do.
Oh, what, so it just gets thrown out the window whenever it's convenient for you? Is that it? Just put a red wig and an old trench coat on, you start calling you Augustine.
Maybe next Halloween.
Cool. So, Game Boy and I over there are gonna have a little conversation, conduit to conduit. No normals allowed?
Fine. If you need me, be right outside.
Okay. Owen,
Eugene
thank
would
you
have a
for
Game Boy.
all your help. Couldn't have done it without you. Oh, wait, I already did.
I know. It wasn't funny the first time.
So, Eugene, my brother, what do you say? You and me, a couple conduits, we hit the town, you teach me some of those video tricks, I teach you how to pick up girls, and we take our power to the people.
Well, I'd like to find the Russians that were picking on the suspected conduits and kicking the shit out of them for a change.
Dude, I want to party with you. The date then, yeah?
Right.
We will rise up, and we will teach them to accept us, even if it kills them.
Okay. How much can Eugene feel and sense? Like, because he can send things out of the videos or out of the TV screens, can he just hear through them? Instead of needing a mic and different things like that, could he just hear you shit talking him through your TV? Like, What's the limit to his ability? And because he can hijack anything, technically, when it comes to the video, couldn't he just make any video screen, even your phone, just ta-da, it is our portal to heaven's hellfire? Like, what's the limit to his ability?
All right, time to check. New arsenal. Not a great start. No, this isn't the deal. Getting a little scary.
I pressed all the buttons. What other button can I press?
You're the devil!
Okay, little
Ah,
girl.
I can try and
Send
absorb
you a new core relay.
Reggie, man, I need you. All of my powers are gone. I got nothing new from Eugene or any of the old stuff.
What? Hey, stay where you are. I'm coming.
No, it's
Okay, they are really hinting at Omega Power mutants or something like that because no other ability took away your other abilities. You could still absorb the other elements, if I remember correctly. Like it wasn't a ow painful. It was a you can't because you're still doing other things. If I remember correctly, like, or something like that, where you still had the other abilities ready to go, and I think you could even still absorb them if you really wanted to. But besides the point, that is peculiar that he can't absorb other abilities overall, because then that means it's doing something else to him overall, like the concept of a prime conduit, where he's not even, or not prime conduit, a bigger than prime conduit is just like redheaded bitch lady, now Eugene Delson, Fetch, or yeah, Eugene, thought I was saying Reggie, and different people like that. They're all prime conduits because they just were boom given their ability. They weren't given it like the DUP from redheaded bitch lady kind of thing. There's a difference between Prime and whatever the DEP are. But I think Eugene, like I've been saying a whole lot, is an Omega level where he is one above Prime, where he's able to do shit other conduits just fucking can't, other mutants just can't even fathom, which is why when Delson, a lower tier, lower rung on the conduit or mutant hierarchy, or power hierarchy technically, when he tried to absorb that power, it kind of broke him. But because of what Delson's power is, it adapted, it overcame, and then was able to harness it with more and more juice.
It's too open here. GPS says there's an alley a few blocks away.
All right, I got it. I'll meet you there.
This game is really slow without any movement. And I mean it's just slow getting from one place to another, not really in the movement or anything like that. It's just a long way to wander.
Take that nonsense elsewhere.
Thank God you're here, Reg. I need your help.
Wait, slow down. Did you say you lost all of your powers?
Yes, I lost all my powers. I lost smoke. I lost neon. I never even got
Listen,
video.
this is great. This is great news, man.
What the hell is this great news? I've got 1,000 dupes after me, and I've got nothing to go on.
Remember, we said we were gonna find a cure for you, and this is it. I mean, all that bioterrorist stuff, it's gone. Nelson, we can go home now.
Go home?
Listen, you have given it your best, all right? The tribe knows that. I know that. But it is a miracle you are even still alive. I mean, please, can't we just quit while you're ahead for once?
Tell me the truth. If you were me, would you just quit and go home?
Absolutely. If I were you. No.
So I don't care if I have to throw rocks. I'm gonna get Augustine. But since I'd rather avoid the whole David and Goliath throwing rocks scenario, I really need your help.
Yeah, well, it sounds like you've already made up your mind, so why do you need me?
Well, if I'm gonna have any chance of getting any powers back, it's gonna be through one of these core relays.
Of course.
But, damn it, Reg, I can't crack one of these things without any powers, all right? So I don't actually need you. I need your gun.
No, 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 no. You are not getting my gun, and that is final. You...
Jeez.
But maybe I will let you have a couple of my bullets. Thanks, man.
Okay, I'm sorry for this is kind of a nitpick, but that draining should have been literally what Infamous 2, I think it was the last Blast Core, where it was literally cheers. Cormorgrath walks around the couch and just says, fuck it. Oh, thud. There's more to it, but that just in the background where you just see Zeke chillaxing, feeling the wind of that lightning across his face, and just boob tube. And that's not even what I call television. That's literally what Zeke calls it, the boob tube. Um, but that's just a little nitpicking because that would have made it flow a lot better and just a lot smoother, I guess, relatively speaking, instead of having that extra button input for another cutscene.
So, I know I'm gonna regret asking, but what's new?
You might want to stand back.
I can go invisible.
Ah, good thing I stood back.
Well, maybe the next one will have, like, projectiles or, some kind of bashing. I'll call and let you know.
Oh no, I'm coming with you.
No, you're not. I got this.
Listen, unless you're planning to open the next core relay with invisibility, you still need me. Besides, you don't know where it is.
Never saw me coming.
Ah, shit, I thought I was actually avoiding him. But that worked beautifully, I think.
I guess if you got stuck with only one power, invisibility isn't so bad.
No kidding, right? I've been planning what I would do if I could turn invisible since I hit puberty.
And this conversation is now over.
Okay. I'm just gonna keep pausing. I'm not gonna try and not pause it because this game I think is just talk worthy, relatively speaking, because of the different topics. That that I never understood. And I know that it's just because I'm autistic, but I've always thought of using powers in actually fun, exciting ways, not pervy and just downright kind of disturbing ways. Because everyone ever knew what he was meaning with since he hit puberty. He thought about what he would use with invisibility. Everyone knows what he was talking about. But I've never even thought about using invisibility because it's genuinely kind of a bad ability. And think about it scientifically, it's even worse because how exactly are you going invisible? What exactly are you doing? Because any which way you have some side effect. Like for an example, if you're bending photons around your body, you're fucking blind. Like blind. You can't see shit. Um, if you're just see through, then you have the extra problems. Like depending on how you're doing it, you have problems. But when you're thinking about like mystical voodoo hoodoo and having some little twist to it, making more storytelling, that's when it can have some fun. But just with our understanding of science nowadays and different things like that, because I know for a fact that supernatural does exist. Like for an example, there's always a heaven and hell, yin and yang, good and bad. But I know that is like a typical human thing. But when it comes to like supernatural, even there's always worgans or were creatures. There's always vampires. There's always dragons. And the cool thing about each difference is the people. Like for an example, the difference between Asian dragons and European dragons could be just that. They're both like equally as smart. Just the European dragon is more like a barbarian. It's more primal. More I'm just gonna tear you apart and eat you like a fucking chicken nugget. Come here, kind of thing. Where the Asian one is more sage, more understanding, which is why it got rid of its barbaric wings and just slithers like a sky noodle. like it's evolutionary magic kind of thing. Like different things like that just make sense when you think about it a little bit and try and add how their science would genuinely kind of function if they were the same general thing. And that kind of thing is why I think and kind of know that the supernatural does exist, but I don't know what to any extent or anything like that. Just that general thing is kind of cool. Um, I had a point to all that, and I don't know what. Oh yeah, powers, hoodoo hoodoo, which is why I was talking about invisibility. um, I'm gonna continue to do this because I only have 5-ish minutes. I do want to finish this mission, hopefully.
Here it is.
Okay, Reg, why don't you go ahead and cop it open?
Tell it to put his hands up. You did not give it his rights. What the fuck is wrong with you? And technically, you did tell it's his rights because I've had none, which is fucking funny. I love the Demon Claw melee so much more than the sword because just the bitch smack.
Yeah, well, I hope so, because we got a ton of DUP heading our way.
Come here, bitch smack,
How cool is this?
bitch smack. Oh, okay,
Hey, I
fine.
said get behind cover.
I can't go invisible right next to somebody. Let me invisible. Yeah. And jump scare. And jump scare. Fuck. Okay. No. Fuck you. Okay. I live.
Oh, yeah, I think it. And I
Something like this really needs to have like a fear effect. Because they're not trained to deal with this shit. I don't even think they're trained to deal with the shit they deal with regularly. But it's still,
Right?
Yeah.
they see the guy they know has video, or not video, they know has neon and smoke. And then they see him just replicate, or stand still weirdly, has weird pixels on him instantly. And then you see him appear with his hand through your friend's chest, but it's not even his hand, it's a fucking demon claw. And then he looks at you, basically like you're next. Like,
Let's just get to the next
instant
core relay.
fear.
Sorry, it's getting too dangerous for you to keep tagging along, little buddy. Okie dokie. Next core relay is where?
Hey, remember me? The guy who knows where the next core relay is?
Yeah, gonna have to put you on hold. Eugene, it's Delson. Listen, you're flying friends. They've probably done some aerial recon around here, right?
Yeah?
Good. Then I need you to help me find something. You know those glowing boxes the dupes put up around town?
Sure, hold on. Hey, there's one not far from you.
Awesome. Oh, by the way, I've seen a few of those occurrence around causing trouble. What do you say? I've got an amazing new sword. We could do some damage.
How cool is that sword, right?
I know, right? So you interested?
No, that's okay. I've got level 11 angels waiting for me in the Valley of Death.
Oh, then by all means, you must go to them.
I'm not going to be able to finish this. Fuck. Yeah, this ain't... Okay. I do not like cliffhangers at all, so what I'm going to do is save this video, get it ready to go, and literally the next video will start back up on the same bit here. No skips, or no skips at all. So once you're done with this video, please go to the next video. I will see you then, and I won't even say welcome to this video. It is literally going to be, I'm continuing from last video. Please watch it and go from there. See you then, or you will hear me then, technically.